I have 14 amateur fights. I was 13-1. Of those, 11 of those wins came by submission and 2 were by TKO. As a professional, I'm 3-1. My 3 victories are by 2 submissions and a TKO. So it's definitely been the case that most of my fights have gone to the ground. But I train in all areas. I try to, you know, stay well-rounded. I tell myself I'm well-rounded, but yeah, on paper, I guess I'm more of a grappler.
With your extensive background, when did you start?
August of 2006, I think, was it was the fall semester of my first year at college. I started at the Fight Clinic in Olive Branch, Mississippi. I was working at a GNC there, and John David Shackelford, the guy who runs it, came in and dropped off flyers, and we got to talking, and I went just to try out some jiu-jitsu courses, and then got into competing and decided after that that it was time for me to add kickboxing and wrestling. And it wasn't something that I actively sought out. I guess it was when the opportunity was presented to me. I just kind of thought, I'm not doing anything else, why not learn how to fight? Like, that's something that's kind of applicable. You never know when you might need to use those kinds of skills or knowledge. Yeah, living in Memphis, who knows? So I tried it out. Really, I boxed a little bit my junior year of high school. Me and a friend of mine worked out at the Memphis Police boxing gym, but that was short-lived, maybe 3 to 6 months. So I was pretty green when I started training with John David. I didn't really know what was going on.
How's your boxing been with Tom McGrogan?
Oh, it's good. I haven't gotten a chance to work extensively with Tom because I was working out mainly at the Fight Clinic, and then when he started really working with a lot of our guys, I moved to Colorado. So it's come a long way for sure with his help and with everybody's help that I've gotten over the years. Jason McDonald with Muay Thai, Jamie Langstaff, he's the Muay Thai instructor down at the Fight Clinic, so all those guys have really played a huge role in improving my stand-up skill. Absolutely. I went out there a month early just to train for this fight and get in good with some of the gyms there, just kind of round off my training a little bit. I got in touch with Amal Easton, he runs a gym out there right in Boulder. So I was really fortunate to have such a great training facility right in the same city where I'm going to school.
Martial artists that come out of Colorado.
Yeah,
and a lot of them right outside of Denver as well. You'll enjoy finding locations everywhere.
It's been good. All the training partners out there, most of them are fighting professionally. There's a lot of black belts out there, so it's really good training. They have plenty of lightweight guys on their fight team, so it's good training partners. You never run out of training partners. They keep it well-rounded. They do wrestling 2 days a week, sparring with takedowns 2 days a week, grappling 2 days a week, so it's a good place to be. It's good training. Yes, I was unsure, but when I moved out there last month, I was thinking that this would be my last fight, and then who knows after that, maybe that'll be it for good. But moving out there and just getting a change in scenery and a change in training partners and a change in instructors, it's really reignited my passion for the sport. You know, like I feel like I just started training again. You know, when I wake up, I can't wait to get to the gym, and so I definitely can't see letting it go, simply because I'm in such a good area to make a run in the sport. You know, I have all the resources available to me there. I think it would be a shame to waste that. So when I get out of school, I'll see then, you know, maybe my thought process will have changed by then, but right now, it's definitely something that I plan to devote myself to once again, for sure. I had an opportunity to go up and try out when they did the 45-pound tryouts up in New Jersey or Boston, I think it was, and people were asking me if I was going to go to that. And it's something I had considered, but I was finishing up my last semester at the University of Memphis, and I really couldn't afford to miss that much time off of school. So that's definitely something that I have had to deal with. And yeah, moving forward, I guess I probably wouldn't be able to do anything like that. But that's okay, you know. I feel like you gotta line up the opportunities for yourself, and if you have to put some on the shelf in order to get others, that's okay. For me, I think that it varies by the individual. I try to stay away from making too many blanket statements, so I couldn't be like, oh, you should always go and get your education first, because maybe that's not always the case. It worked out for me where the right thing I felt like to do was to go to school, not put it off, go ahead and knock it out. It's a goal of mine, and I didn't want to push it off any further. But I mean, I can't say that that's always the right decision. There will be times, I guess, in people's lives where they really want to do something, but then they feel obligated to do something else, and they just do it out of sheer obligation, you know. If you're not really into it, then I would say no. You know, don't even bother. Just go ahead and pursue whatever you could be passionate about. So, if the passion's not there, I would say don't go for it. But I have a lot of people to thank, definitely for my career. John David Shackelford and Dave Ferguson, not only for getting me into sport and put me in touch with the right people, but teaching me all the things that they have as well. All my training partners for the fight around this area and out in Colorado. The guys at Easton BJJ in Boulder and at the Grudge Training Center in Wheat Ridge. My sponsors for this fight, the Big League Sports Bar and Grill in South Haven is doing my after-fight party on Saturday night, so you guys be sure to check it out after the fights. I don't know what you got going on, but you should come out. Shane Robley with Fight Swag. He's actually the guy that organized this banner and designed it for me, so thanks. I don't really have much creativity going for me, so definitely better that he did the design. Mike Blankenship with Big League. Dave Saucier, his wife Sue,